we don't realize. The problem is we don't realize what they actually have, dude. There's these drones that they make.
Yeah,
Carry other mini drones about this big, and they go into a building like through a vent or something. Let out all the little teeny drones, and they go through the thing, and they'll scan your face. If you try and shoot at them, anytime you aim, they'll just go zzz, 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 move. Dude, come straight to you, hit you in the face, and fire freaking shot straight through your head.
Well, you know what's crazy is that in the 70s they actually made a heart attack gun that was an actual gun. And like no.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about that. Yeah, it actually had you made up. It actually gave you a heart attack.
Like you shot
them, and then they would have a heart attack, and there would be like no way to trace it back.
Did you know they have a freaking rail gun that actually works? You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
a rail gun
Do you know what a rail gun?
They're actually using it too, dude. It uses kinetic energy to blast the crap out of things.
It's freaking ridiculous.
It's insane.
I don't know how people want to.
And it destroys.
But you gotta remember, they gotta have the military on their side to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the military is also made up of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many
look at the sheriffs
are in the military who would just say
not even just conservatives, but look at freaking California sheriffs not freaking.
They're not enforcing.
Yeah.
Because they know it's.
Yeah, but there still are ones that are though. That's the thing.
Well,
It's gonna be.
But the military's so much more, I think, on the people's side. Because they are people. They have family in the public.
Yeah.
They're not going to
but if they're just doing security, if they're just doing national security.
And their family can do whatever because they're military, then I don't know if it...
They're not going to get that benefit.
The military's too large to get any benefit.
Yeah.
Military employs like a freaking crazy amount of people, dude. I think... I kind of have a problem with how big the military is because it makes so many people relying on the government.
Yeah. They spend what... 200
I
or
think
600 billion?
I think as long as we have as many guns as we do in America, we don't need to worry.
But also, if you think about it, like, when you're relying on the government, what are you going to vote for?
What do you mean?
Things that perpetuate big government so you can stay employed.
That's true.
Yeah, but everybody wants to freaking jack with us, though, and we have the strongest military in the world.
Yep.
But the military is only strong because of our population.
Although
well, also,
I think Republicans want a big military, though, compared to...
They do.
Yeah, so...
My sociology professor, when I took it that first semester, he's like, imagine if he showed up this thing, he's like, there's some, like, I'm just going to throw out a number, like, 5 trillion, don't quote me on that number, dollars a year on the military, right?
It's 600 billion,
the U.S. spends. And he's like, what if we took 10% of that and put it into feeding people and this and that? I'm like, hey, idiot, do you realize how many freaking people come from nothing and are able to join the military and then make something of themselves through that? The military is a job for people to do who have nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's not just weapons and development.
We're not going to just take money out of the freaking military and give it to people.
You know what's kind of crazy?
The military's a way to...
There are literally people who are homeless by choice.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to pay for anything. It's easier for them.
You know, it's kind of crazy that people have this easy opportunity to join the military, but... I mean, it's hard work to get into the military, but... Unless you're doing... some easy crap.
To get into the military.
Yeah, like
work.
Show up to the recruiter's office.
Oh yeah.
And then they just throw you in.
If you can make it through boot camp, you can make it through the military.
Dude, you can mop
That's what I'm
floors,
saying. People can't make it through boot camp.
People can, dude. You have to do 2 pull-ups.
You know what's crazy? Is that they lowered the women's standards, I can't remember, like a year ago, for women to get into the military.
Yeah, that's a good way to get people killed.
Well, the thing is, military, do you know how much is actually combat?
Not much.
Well, right now, since we're not in a war, it's all strategy. It's like...
We're in a war.
10%, dude. 90% of everybody that's
10% of
1 out of
military
every
going to
10
combat.
in the military is seen combat.
Everyone else is behind a freaking computer.
Driving a little
like that.
Or in a lab,
or doing comms,
accounting,
mechanic.
Accounting,
dude.
mechanic.
If you think the military is like its own little country.
It is.
It is.
Have you ever been on a base?
They have
No.
cooks and janitors and accountants and freaking.
You guys went on a military base for Boy Scouts?
No.
Dude, they have literally everything.
They have homes in the base.
They got
homes.
They got trainers,
They have their own hospital. They have their own gym. They have their
medics,
own
doctors,
grocery stores,
surgeons.
gas
Yeah,
stations,
dude.
everything.
They're literally their own little country.
Is the grocery stores cheaper on campus?
There's no taxes.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, there's no tax on gas, booze, or food.
Dude, the freaking the gas station that sells alcohol brings in over $1 million a week on the base,
Really?
or maybe a month.
Okay.
They're bringing in $12 million, but that's not, that base is like decent sized.